Hey guys, this is Shannon with Nearly Organic Noshing, and tonight I am going to make a taco soup and zucchini tater tots. All of my meals usually take 30 minutes or less, and this is another one that will be fast and easy. I did prep a little bit of it on my lunch, but if you prep the night before or the day before, whenever you come in, you can get it knocked out really fast. So let me go ahead and I'll move the camera down so that you guys can see what I'm doing, and we'll go ahead and get started with the taco soup. Dude, seriously? Okay, I have the list of ingredients written on my island for the first recipe, and this is for the taco soup. I am using actually 2 pounds of meat in this because the guys like it a little bit more meaty. The original recipe calls for ground beef, but I like to mix things up and make it a little more savory, so I have a 1 pound package of ground turkey and a 1 pound package of ground pork. I'm going to go ahead and get this browned and come back. Okay, I have the meat browning on the stove, and to the meat I'm going to add 1 onion. I already have this one chopped up, and I'm going to add 1 yellow squash. It's going to be cooked down so much that you're not even going to know it's there, and if you have kids and you're trying to squeeze vegetables in wherever you can, this is a good way to do it. So this is just 1 yellow squash diced up. It was a large yellow squash, and then 1 onion, and add it into the meat and cook it down. The squash, meat, and onions are all cooking, and to that I will add 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, and 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning. Hello.
Hey baby.
The veggies and meat are cooking down really well, and to that I'm going to add 1 can of rotel. This is mild. The original recipe calls for 2 cans of it, but we like things not quite so spicy, so I'm just going to use 1 can of rotel, drained. These are tomatoes that I canned last year. I'm going to drain these down and get as much liquid off of them as I can, and then I will add those, 1 can of black beans. Everything is cooking down really well and softening up, so that you're going to add 1 package of cream cheese. It doesn't matter if you want to use the full fat, low fat. This just happens to be what was on sale. It's a 1/3 less fat. I'm going to add that in there, mix it really well, and then I'm going to add 2 cups of beef broth. The last ingredient to add to the taco soup is 1/2 cup of a milk. The original recipe calls for heavy whipping cream. I found that just regular milk works fine. I've even used almond milk in place. You could probably use rice milk or cashew milk, goat's milk, whatever. It doesn't matter. It just needs to have 1/2 cup of some sort of a milk product. The soup is cooking away. I figure we'll go ahead and get started on the zucchini fritters, because these I'm going to cook in the convection oven. What you see in front of you, on my lunch today, I came in and I cut up and shredded 1 large zucchini, just a handful of carrots. I think I had 3 carrots, 3 small carrots that I chopped up and shredded, and 1/2 of a small onion. And what I did is, I have the can here, and these are just coffee filters, and I have a funnel with a coffee filter inside it. I put the vegetables inside that, then put it in a cup, put another filter on top, and then have a can, something heavy, just to press it down. And you can see there's still a little bit more liquid in here if I take and I really press, because you want to get as much moisture out of your vegetables so that they will crisp up. If they're really soggy, they will not crisp. So, you know, take the can. I just use cans. These are the cans that I was using in my taco soup. So they were full, and I already had them laid out. I try and come in and prep when I can on my lunch and lay things out. So I had all this stuff setting out, And you can see this is just half of a small onion, and that's the amount of liquid that came off half of a small onion. So I'm going to take this and set it to the side. Go ahead and peel this out of here. And put my onion in there. This was carrots. Squeeze this out. Not as much came out of the carrots. It says you can also just wrap them in a tea towel, but so that I don't have to sit there and squeeze and leave it for a long time. This one, I don't think my can was heavy enough on the carrots. But you can see just how much moisture comes out of the carrots. So, dump my carrots in here. And you really should have a really heavy weight on top. This one had the large jar of tomatoes on it, but there's still a lot of moisture, but it got out about 1/8 of a cup, I guess, of moisture. So you can just keep squishing and to get as much moisture as you can out. And then add this in. And I'll go ahead and get this out of here and add it in. I've squeezed the moisture off of all the vegetables, and you can see that they're just crumbly. And to this, I'm going to add 2 eggs. ½ cup Parmesan, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, and then salt and pepper. And it just says salt and pepper to taste, so that's probably about ½ a teaspoon of pepper, and the same amount in salt. And mix. And if you're curious, this is how much moisture came off the vegetables. I should have probably put heavier cans on it. I've done it in the past, and I've put large quart jars on everything and then come and press down really hard before I used it, and I did not do that today. So just had to squeeze out a little extra. And this is the mixture. And we're going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees, and like I said, I'm going to be using the convection oven. And I'm also going to use little mini muffin tins to put it in, to bake it in, so you're going to have little mini like tater tots. Let me go ahead and get the muffin pan. Okay, I've greased my mini muffin tin, and I have my mixture right here, and I'm just going to put a spoonful in each one. And I don't know how many this will make, but I'm just going to go until they're all filled and then pop them into the oven at 400 degrees. Okay guys, the soup is done. The tater tots are done. I went ahead and made a tropical fruit salad for the guys. I'll probably have a little bit of it, but this is going to be the only real carbs in the whole meal. This is a very, very low carb dinner. The tater tots, extremely low carb. There's no flour or sugar or anything like that in there. It's all a very savory dish. And the taco soup, the only carbs come from the tomatoes and the black beans. There's a little bit of carbs in the milk and a little bit of carbs in the cream cheese, but on the whole, an extremely low carb dish. And then I just cut up an avocado and seasoned it with a little bit of lime and salt and a little bit of sour cream to go on top. I'll go ahead and plate it up and show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Here's everything plated up. There is our fruit salad, our zucchini tater tots, and the taco soup with a dollop of sour cream on top, and just some of the avocado cut up in it. This is just the way I like it with the avocado. My son won't touch the avocado. My daughter loves the avocado. So I do everything on the side so that if someone doesn't like it, they don't have it in their food. But this is our dinner for the night. I hope you guys try it out and enjoy it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know how I'm doing and if you enjoy the dishes. I hope you guys have a great evening.